Welcome to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Let's Talk Cars Radio is sponsored in part by Napa Car Care Centers, BDG Auto Group, by Bob and Cindy's Cotman Transmissions, Advanced Technology Institute, and American Do-It-Yourself Garage. Be a part of the program today by calling 757-222-3705. You may text your comments and questions during the show at 757-866-2192. That's 757-866-2192. Email your questions and comments to Dave at letstalkcarsradio.com. Now, here is the host of Let's Talk Cars Radio, Dave Palash.
America, you're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA, Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Pilach, and you're hanging out with Rock and Larry Cobb, and of course, Cameron's doing all of our technical work for us. So it's another great Saturday. The sun is out. You know, I know it looked like it was going to be a rainy week, and it looks like we lucked out just a little bit.
Did you see far cry from what it was at 8 o'clock this morning?
Yeah, so I actually planned my weekend with it being rainy because that's what it said it was going to be. So I didn't think any of the car shows were going to make it. So I do apologize to everybody because everybody's like, hey, you coming out? And I was like, it's going to rain. And, well, it didn't. So.
Well, if you looked at the sky last night, driving out to the property, it was
No, yeah, it rained and rained. And then this morning it was still rainy, and then it cleared up. So
I woke up at 4, and I was like, it's still raining.
I can never predict the weather.
Well, I'll tell you what, I came in here at 6:30, and there actually was no rain.
Yeah.
But that's over in Portsmouth and Norfolk, so.
Yeah, well, you get over by us, and you get over the open skies, and you tend to get a little bit more rain. So, but what can you do?
The ocean's encroaching on your property.
Well, here's what it is. If you don't like the weather in Virginia, just wait 5 minutes. It'll change. It always seems to be like
what
that.
I used to say is if you don't like the weather, move.
Yeah. Like 5 feet. Move 5 feet. It'll change. So, anywho. Have you guys been keeping up with all the different news this week? There's been a whole lot of different. For once, there's actually some car news.
All right. That's why you were writing so furtively.
That's why I was, because actually, if you guys don't know, the news never stops coming. So I was actually adding some stuff to it. So here's one of the things. So I got some messages sent from people. It's SEMA week. So, everybody's talking about SEMA as everybody gears up for it. So it's the complaining of leaks. So, there's a leak of, we saw this and we shouldn't have saw it yet, or we saw that and we shouldn't have saw it yet, and it ruins my experience. Look, the internet ruins everything, just so you all know. If you guys haven't figured that out yet, there is no such thing as leaks anymore, because the internet is the leak. So if you're expecting to go to a car show and see something for the first time, I got news for you. Forget about it. It's not going to happen, because you're going to see pictures of everything. So the complaints were, the new Cobra Mustang has been leaked. Well, that was leaked a long time ago. And I saw pictures of it. What are we talking about that? It's got to be months ago. I was going to say it's been a while. Okay, so that was the complaint that was a leak. And I don't know. Boo-hoo. It's the internet. Every time we see them out on the test tracks and they're leaked, and we see everybody's like, well, it's not really a leak because we only saw the aerial shot, so all we really saw was the roof. So is that really leaked? Well, yeah, because I saw the side shot of it. There was where they snuck into something and they took a picture of it with a camera phone. That was one of the things where people were complaining. So Cameron's working on the technical side. If you guys don't know, so we've been having some I got some new messages from you guys. I want to address that real quick. We got some messages last week that they're having problems with Facebook, and people were having problems being able to log in and stuff like that. Sometimes Facebook works flawlessly, and sometimes it does not. So Cameron's always trying to work on it and patch it, but we're at the liberty of Facebook sometimes and YouTube sometimes, because our feed actually comes from here and runs through them, and whatever they do on their end is we're at their liberty sometimes. He's always trying to fix it, so bear with him. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. So anyway, moving on. The leaks. So, yeah, I got a lot of messages from you guys talking about leaks. Well, like I said, they're not leaks. They're not leaks at all. I mean, the internet has, so back in the old days, we talked about this. So when you go to a car show, everybody was all excited about what was going to be displayed and what you were going to see, and that was the fun of going to the car shows. But introduction of the internet took that away from us. And I think that's the biggest reason why we talk about people backing out of car shows. A lot of the big manufacturers don't go anymore because now their debuts are really kind of on the internet.
Yeah, you have to admit there's a certain amount of fun that goes with the surprise.
There is, and I enjoyed it. I liked going to car shows when I was a kid and seeing all the cool stuff that was out there and stuff. But I think those days are done because we see the big surprise and the big reveal because somebody leaks it.
It's because as soon as somebody gets a little piece of information that's like it's hard to come by, they can't wait to blast it.
Right, but we didn't have that technology back then, so you couldn't reach as many people as you can now.
I see people on Facebook that are trying to be news people. I mean, it's like as soon as something happens, boom, they're on there with it.
Oh yeah,
Be true with these shows, and
well,
the people
no
that
different
are
with our
following
show.
it, they're I know about this. They got to tell everybody.
Well, there is. You see every single media outlet is out there talking about it over and over and over again. As soon as somebody hears about it, it doesn't matter what the news is, and you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to get into it, but one person has it, and before you know it, every single media outlet's talking about it. Whether it's true or not, they talk about it.
They want to be first.
First. Yeah. First news at 7.
A scoop.
Yeah. Well, that's the reason why we start changing all the news times, too.
Maybe I should become a news person. Just go outside. Today looks sunny.
No. That didn't work for the guy in California. Remember? The guy in California every day. Today it's going to be sunny. Enjoy your day, San Diego. Was it San Diego or something like that? And the one time they decided to have snow or something like that, he was like, it's going to be sunny, and it snowed.
Did he get fired?
I don't know what happened to him, but I just remember the story.
Yeah, the weatherman. That's the job you have where whether you're right or wrong, you're still going to get paid.
Well, I guess. Maybe. Until you're wrong. then that's really bad.
They
you
never
had one
mention it.
job.
They never mention it. Like when they give a weather forecast and it was really, really drastically off. When they talk about it the next day, they'll never talk about, well, we really blew it yesterday.
Or when you're hanging onto a palm tree and pretending like you're getting blown around by wind. We didn't talk about that either.
Wait till snow comes again.
Those were some good videos. I enjoyed those videos and stuff. So there was that. Then I saw, obviously, with being SEMA and everything. You all remember we talked a little while back. I can't remember when it was, but I know it's been just a little bit. We were talking about the reproduction of the Ford Mustang, the Boss Mustang, that they got the rights to go ahead and reproduce the Mustang all over again. And they were going to make it. It was going to look old, but it'd have all new content inside it.
Yep.
So that's real. That's done. And I guess the first one showed up at SEMA. So they're going to do a limited production of them.
Have you seen it?
I've seen all the pictures of it.
And how does it look?
Somebody sent me a press kit of it.
Truly retro?
It looks just like it would have looked back in 1969.
Wow.
1970.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's neat. It's pretty cool. So it has everything that you would think, except for the price tag. If y'all guess, can you guys guess the price tag on it?
89,000.
Oh, you're so far off.
Oh.
Higher?
You mean he's low?
Yeah, he's low.
I give up already.
Really?
220?
89,000 and that's low?
That's low.
220?
So it's going to be it's going to be a 429 Boss Mustang with 815 horsepower.
Okay, 220?
You're
Two-seater?
you're close.
240?
No, you're too high. Okay.
232?
No.
But
Okay,
if
stop.
if it's over the 200 mark, whoa.
You're right about 209.
Yeah.
For it is what they're going to charge for this thing.
Oh, how many were pre-ordered?
I don't know. I think if I read it correctly, I was just skimming through the press package and stuff that I was given to me. I think they're going to start off with like 1,000. They're going to make 1,000 of them.
Are they going to make you sign a contract to saying you can't sell them?
Yeah. Oh, see, that's good. That's a good question. I
thought
didn't
of
see
that
in
before he
there.
asked it. I thought it.
That's a good question. I don't know. Good question, Cameron. Are they going to do it like they did the GT? That's a good question. I'm about to dig into that and find out.
Please do.
Especially with it being limited production. You would think that they would have offered them to celebrities first, just like they did the GT, like high-named celebrities
Well,
first.
yeah, but that went totally south.
Yeah, that went. Yeah, that went horribly wrong for them the first time around. You're right.
That's
Yeah,
why they
absolutely.
didn't do it again.
Maybe they learned their lesson the first time. Right. I don't think I could pay $209,000. Just even. Okay, so I understand in Mustang fans, I get it. Trust me, because I like old Mustangs. We've talked about this. Even though I call the new ones Me Too cars, trust me.
I own a Mustang. Me too. Yeah. I just got upgrades. Me too.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
It cracks me up every time.
$200,000 for a car. I just don't know.
Look, I get it. There's people out there that have Mustangs, and it's not that I don't think Mustangs are cool, because I do. I think they're actually a pretty cool car. It's just and I get it, because it's the most customizable car for dollar that's out there. That's the reason why a lot of people buy them. It's just everybody seems to have one, and that's always been my issue with it. I've always loved the Mustang. It's just it got to the point where everybody had one. Everybody had one, and that took the fun away from it for me, because everybody had one.
Yeah.
And
it's no longer special.
Right. It stopped being special to me for that exact reason. Everywhere I turned, I mean, there got to a time where I'd come to a stoplight, and there'd be 5 of them at the stoplight with me. And I was just like, okay, well, this is just getting to be a little bit out of hand. And they did. It flooded the market, which is great for Ford. But I think even my Mustang fans out there understand what I'm talking about. I know you guys have come to the stoplight, and you look over, and there's one on the left, and you look over, there's one on the right, and you look in your rear mirror, and there's one sitting behind you. That takes something away from it just a little bit. And then you go, okay, well, I just spent $2,000 doing this customization to my car, and you go to a car show, and the guy next to you did the same customization to his car. So it gets harder and harder to make it yours, just for the fact that everybody's doing some of the same stuff to it. And maybe that's where my disconnect was from the Mustang, just a little bit. And I know I'm going to get hate mail, because this happens every time this subject comes up. But if you had a Boss 429 that was reproduced and it has all the creature comforts inside of a new car but looks old, I don't think I could bring myself to spending $200,000 to have that.
Have you seen pictures of the dash?
So I've seen the inside. Like I said, I got the press package on.
So that's all modern?
So I've seen 2 different versions of it. The inside of it has modern features. Then I saw one that shows more of a retro look on the inside. So I'm not sure which one is actually going to be the production of it. So I can't answer that, because I've not been able to put my hands on it. I've seen 2 different pictures. I've seen one where it has an older looking dash to it, but the newer gauges and stuff. Then I've seen one where it looks like it's newer on the inside. So I don't know. I can't get past the price tag. I just can't.
Well, yeah, I could not either.
Because there's something in me as a gearhead that makes me feel that I could build that same car myself, very close to it, for a whole lot less money.
If you had the time to put into it.
I just think I could go buy I want to say, I thought there was a point in time, and somebody's going to correct me, I thought you used to be able to buy, somebody was making a reproduction body of these somewhere at one point in time. I thought there was, that I could buy the reproduction body, and I could go find a slightly totaled, I don't mean completely totaled, like 2015, and just make the swap over myself and spend a whole lot less money.
Pull the engine and transmission out of the old.
I'm talking the whole, basically everything, suspension, everything, and wow. and then do some customization. I can be wrong, and someone's going to say there's no way, but we sent people to the moon. I'm just going to leave it on that note. And I'm going to take a quick commercial break. Go ahead and send your hate mail. You know where I'm at. Talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA.
Something really cool happened in 1975. And no, it wasn't the beginning of the disco era. Congress passed the Magnuson-Moss Act, so you don't have to take your vehicle back to your dealer to keep your vehicle manufacturer's warranty in effect. Our Napa Auto Care Center uses the proper replacement parts and procedures to keep that warranty valid. Visit our independently owned
and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow & Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949, residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow & Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow & Sons, Incorporated.
Are you ready for a change? Is this the year that you go from a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand field with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial diving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available, job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more. Or you can call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI, not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by SCHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia.
Wish you could get your car in the air? We've got you covered. Don't have the tools for the job? Not a problem. Dream of having a garage equipped with everything you need to get the job done from start to finish? Well, dreams come true. At American Do-It-Yourself Garage, you'll find our friendly staff just waiting to lend you a hand in a safe and friendly environment. If you're looking for a place where you can do it all, from cars, trucks, and even motorcycles, your Do-It-Yourself Garage awaits. Call 1-844-462-3494 today or reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. You can do it. We know you can. $3705. Now, here is Dave Palach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. Hey, if you guys were hanging out with us in the first break, you heard us talk about all the different crazy stuff that we were covering. If not, well, guess what? We're not done yet.
There's more.
There's more. So here's a crazy story that came out. Did you guys actually hear about, there's this driver that was bragging about outrunning the police in his BMW, and that's how he got caught.
Oh, I do that every chance I get. Every time I'm driving 100 miles over the limit, I'll tickle everybody.
So he's in a he's a younger kid. He's in a bright blue BMW. So he outruns the troopers successfully. They break off the chase, and that's it. That's the end of it. I guess they come back across this kid like the next day in a neighborhood. He outruns them again. They break off the chase. Okay? So you think that 2 times would be enough, right?
If he better quit while the quitting's good.
Right. No. So then he just decides to go ahead and start bragging to people about it. And that's how he gets caught. Somebody called him in. Someone called in and said, hey, you know that the BMW that's outran you a couple times? Yeah, here's his name, and here's where you can find him.
Oh, man.
The youth can't be that stupid, are they? I mean...
Hey.
Wait. I'm not done yet. I didn't say Cameron's that stupid. I said youth is that stupid. Look, if you outran him the first time, you think that would have been it. I mean, that'd have been enough. First of all, you're driving a bright blue BMW. It's not like you're driving a car that blends in.
Snitches get stitches.
And you're also in a smaller town. So it's process of elimination for the fact of who that bright blue BMW belongs to. Couldn't even say it. Blue.
And you know the police, they want this guy now.
Oh, Absolutely, because everybody's going to be looking for him. Think about it.
Yep, they want him. And he should have figured that out. And I would have been the first time like, I just got lucky. I ain't never doing that again.
Right.
That would be the way I would handle that.
Completely crazy.
I never would have tried that run to begin with. But if I had and got lucky, that would have been my take. This ain't ever happening again.
Look, I'm not saying that people don't do crazy things. I'm not saying that I haven't done crazy things in cars in my younger years. I'm just saying that,
Got to put that younger year caveat in there.
I always had to put the younger years caveat on that because I'm smart. I realize I always had to put the younger year caveat. Because, look, we do silly things. Car guys do silly things in cars. And then they realize later on in life they might have been silly things. Right? That's just how I'm leaving that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The light comes on and
Cameron's
realize,
still over there
uh-oh.
messing with all the different things he has sent from him. So see, Cameron sits across from me, and he has computers and gadgets and stuff that makes this show work. And like I told you guys in the past, I always know when there's an issue because Cameron's over there and he has this look on his face and he's hitting buttons and he's messing with computers and he's taking his headphones on and off and he's leaving the room and coming back. And he looks like he's going to have like just a heart attack. That's how I always know there's like something in the show.
Yep, he's easy to read.
Yep. So, and then I have to go on with the show to entertain you all while he messes with all the wires.
Well, he distracts you.
Why he distracts me. That's right. So, anyway, moral of the story is if you have a very bright and very identifiable car, you probably don't want to brag to people that you are doing bad things in your car.
True.
Moving on, I told you I got some crazy stories for you.
Don't advertise vice.
There's another story. This is a feel good story. I got a feel good story for you. There's a video.
Feel good.
Out of nowhere, Cameron. Out of Florida, there's a video. You guys got to go check this out. After the storm in Florida, the Jeep Club helped a gentleman flip his house back over to help him get the stuff out of the house after his house was flipped over on its side after the storm.
Would you want to enter a house that had been flipped over?
Well, they planned on it. Go watch the video. So you have like 10 Jeeps with their winches connected to like a modular home that had flipped over on its side. And they run all their winches out and connect to the house. And they slowly roll the house back over on it so the gentleman can get all his possessions out.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool video. But, you know what I mean? It just for a community coming together and, connecting to the house and helping this gentleman get the house back so he can get in there and get any possessions that are left. I thought that was pretty cool. But there's a whole video of it. It's time-lapse.
If it had been blown upside down, by the time these guys pulled it right side up, this, barely standing.
Well, no.
It was ready to fall any minute.
No, it actually stayed together pretty well. It's a modular home, so it's built on modular home's built on a metal frame because it comes in on a trailer. And then but it actually held together pretty good when they brought it back over.
I would think that being turned over like that, it would just
you're not going to live in it, but
you're
enough to get in there and get some personal belongings.
I guess
out of it.
if as long as you're comfortable, it's not going to fall on you.
Look, that
would be my fear.
Look, Larry.
You took my feel good story.
Science works in mystical ways.
That was your feel good story.
That was my feel good story.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He's like, I'm so sorry. Are you sorry that it was my feel good story? Or you're sorry that you ruined it? Which one?
I'm sorry I ruined it.
Oh, okay. All right. I want to clarify which one it was.
No, I know you're looking at the better part of man's nature, which is a good thing.
Just the fact that the community came together and helped this gentleman. That was the good part of it.
I just tend to look at things and what's the downside?
Well, I didn't see the downside of it. I saw the positive side.
I could see it falls down after you walk in. It falls down on you. I thought of you the other day. I wish I could remember all of it.
Why are we talking about falling down houses? And then he goes, I thought about you the other day.
Are you thinking about a house falling down? What am I, the Wicked Witch is it the West?
It's because I'll lose it. And I can't even remember it was a commercial on TV, and they were selling cars. I can't remember the name of the dealer. But they had all these options for pickup, and one was a vending machine. And I saw a picture of it, big giant thing. Oh,
you saw
a row of cars.
Was it the Carvana commercial?
That's it, Carvana.
Yeah. They have a vending machine now.
Have you used to notice that?
Yeah.
Did you think about the car when you saw the vending machine?
Look, I know it's a gimmick, guys, but it's a cool gimmick.
Yeah, but We were talking about that 3 or 4 years, or however long when the show was in its infancy.
Yeah.
We were talking about that.
And now people are doing it.
And we were making fun of it. Nope, now there's one.
See, the thing about it is with the card vending machine is I think they have to send you a coin or something to use.
Yeah, I got to have a token or something.
Yeah, it's like a token or a coin that you put in it. But still, I mean, like I said, I know it's a gimmick kind of thing, but it's still neat.
Yeah.
I bought my car on a vending machine.
All right, so I'll put it this way. Because we were literally just talking about this in my college. Vending machines can be tricky sometimes. You select a mellow yellow, and it's like, I feel like you should have a Diet Coke today.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. So what happens when the car gets halfway stuck in the vending machine? Do you rock it? I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, so you can get it out.
My car's halfway stuck. So do you have to buy the second? You know how like in the vending machine you had to buy the second item next to it to make it knock the other item
you get
down?
2 of them.
So what do you have to do? Buy a second car to knock down the other car?
I'll put in my token for an Alfa Romeo, and oh man, a Chevrolet came.
I put in my token for a Ford, and Chevy came. It was trying to tell you something.
Now I just want to see one of those things work.
Oh,
Put a Coke machine next to it.
I had one more and I can't even cover it. I gotta go commercial break. You guys have to wait till after the commercial break. But I do have another story for you to cover. So I'll talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA.
Hey guys, Dave Palach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778. Hey guys, Dave Palach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Are you tired of your everyday job? Looking for something more? You have to go check out ATI at auto.edu. Advanced Technology Institute has a program for you. From accelerated schedules to assistance in helping students get into the career field fast. Guys, I understand how hard it is with the hassle of juggling life, work, kids. That's why ATI provides day and night classes to make things as easy for you to succeed. If you're ready for a change, give them a call today at 757-490-1241. That's 757-490-1241. Make ATI your choice for building today's minds and tomorrow's communities. ATI is certified by SHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia. Talk to you soon.
Do you currently live in an apartment or condo? Need to work on your car, truck, even motorcycle, but your homeowners association has you down? If your garage is full of broken dreams and the I'll get to it next week projects, American Do-It-Yourself Garage is the place for you. They offer fully equipped, well-lit garage bays with or without a vehicle lift for your needs. Each bay is fully equipped with a workbench, hand tools, air tools, laptop usage, even assistance with parts ordering, which is all included with each bay rental for a reasonable price. If you're looking for a place that feels like home, filled with fantastic staff willing to lend a hand, then give American Do-It-Yourself Garage a call today at 1-844-462-3494. That's 1-844-462-3494. Or go to their webpage and reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. Let the friendship begin.
There's something special about Napa Auto Care Centers. They're backed by the national strength of Napa. Nationwide warranties honored by thousands of locations. You know that's Napa know-how. But more importantly, your Napa Auto Care Center is independently owned and operated by neighborhood professionals who operate by a written code of ethics. Put your vehicle in the hands of ASE certified technicians who will greet you with a smile you can trust. Visit us today.
You heard me say it, and now here's your chance. Now's the time to go find your auto garage. Don't wait until till it's too late. Go to NapaBDGHRVA.com and find your all-star car care center today. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon.
Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow and Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow and Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949, residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow and Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow and Sons Incorporated. $3705. Now, here is Dave Palach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Palach. So, let's get right back into it. I told you I had another story for you. Did you guys see... Now, we've talked about this a bunch of times. Not to drive through floodwater, right? Mm-hmm. A bunch of times, over and over again. Did you guys see the school bus that drove through the floodwater in Texas?
I saw the picture of it. Yes, I did.
I got to see the in-bus video they had.
There's actually, see that.
Yeah, there's a video inside the bus that's running.
Were there children in that bus?
Yes, there was. I mean, now we've been told, I've been told since I first started driving not to drive through floodwater. So what would make somebody think that it's okay to drive a bus full of kids through floodwater?
They think the clearance is higher so they can make it.
Do they? I thought, maybe I was thinking they thought the weight of the bus was heavy enough that it would stay. But, buses are, believe it or not, are pretty light. In comparison to what people actually.
That's the only thing I could think of. You would think is like you got a higher clearance and that you can drive into deeper water, but water is very powerful.
If you watch the video, Cameron's got it pulled up right now. It didn't take long. Literally, as soon as she went in the water, it just picked it up and washed it right downstream.
Yeah, it started floating.
Yeah. I was just like, okay. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, go check out the video, and it'll tell you a bunch of she got fired.
Oh, that was my next question.
Right, it'll tell you a bunch of reasons why not to drive through floodwaters.
She doesn't even think about it. She doesn't even
stop. Didn't even hesitate.
She just starts driving.
Yeah, didn't even hesitate. So, I thought that was an interesting one for you guys to go watch. Another cool story that came out. So, you guys remember me telling you in California that they now have the pizza cars with no drivers?
Yep.
Okay. So, usually at SEMA, you have hot rods and new cool car ideas and stuff. Well, at SEMA, there's actually a Toyota Tundra truck that is a pizza truck that makes pizzas on the go.
Wait a minute. Flashback.
Yeah, a little bit of a flashback. They haven't decided to make this thing driverless yet. But what makes this thing cool is it's called the Pi Pro, the Toyota Pi Pro, and it actually is making pizzas in the bed as it's driving down the road. Flashback. Camera's stuck on the flashback.
I can't. I'm trying to imagine how that would work. Wouldn't that be some hot working environment though? Have to have an oven.
It's what's in the bed. So the driver's inside the truck, and it's all in the bed. It has robots in the bed that actually take pizzas out of the refrigerator, puts the pizza together, puts it through an oven, pulls it out, cuts it, and boxes it for you as it's driving around. So as the pizza comes to your house, it's nice and hot and ready to go.
They already made a pun without even making a pun. So are you
guys not impressed? That's pretty impressive.
It's impressive. But I don't really like pizza, so.
You don't like pizza?
Did you just say you don't like pizza?
Well, I do, but
I was getting ready to say, come on.
He said, I really don't like pizza. That's exactly what you said.
Come on now. Everybody likes pizza.
I could eat pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You know what I'm happy about for Thanksgiving?
You having pizza?
No.
I was going to say pizza?
Pumpkin pie.
What does that have to do with pizza? Hold on. So let's get back to the pizza. Hold that thought. I like pizza that y'all are going to think it's weird. I used to order, and I still will, order pizza, and I put it in the refrigerator and let it get cold.
See, that's amazing. That's amazing.
That's gamazing? Gamazing. What is gamazing?
I don't
I'm doing
like
so
to
many
do it
things at one time that my
because
words are
it
catching up with
doesn't
me.
taste the same.
What, cold?
Yeah.
It's better.
You're right. Yeah, I was just about to say it tastes better.
It's better. I like it cold. I like cold pizza, just like I like cold spaghetti.
I like it fresh. I don't have a problem with cold spaghetti.
Yeah, I like cold spaghetti.
But cold pizza, I'll eat pizza cold. Don't think I don't, but
And I like a
prefer it
cold steak
hot and
sandwich.
fresh.
I like cold steak sandwich. Call me weird. I don't know. I like things cold.
All right.
I know it's a car talk show, but now you know some of the things I like to eat. Just in case you ever want to drop some off, I'm here.
Somebody come by one day, we'll see a cold pizza
And a cold spaghetti and a cold steak sandwich.
Cold steak sandwich.
Yeah, there you go. It's the way to my heart. Just saying.
And what are you drinking with that? Cold iced tea.
Cold iced tea or cold ice water. It's two things I like to drink: iced tea, unsweetened, and ice water.
I do like unsweetened iced tea.
Not a big soda person. Just saying. unless it's an ice cold Pepsi.
Well, I don't know. I'm a big Mountain Dew fan myself. So.
Okay. All right. So, moving on. I do have a flashback for you, Cameron. Flashback. Now, you remember we talked a bunch of different times, but we talked a little while back.
We talk every day.
Well, yeah. Okay, all right.
What a smart aleck.
All right. We were talking about car dealerships changing and the idea of how car dealerships, our idea now and in the future what a car dealership will change. As far as you just don't have to, there's no need for them in the future is what they're saying. Okay? Mm-hmm. And I was telling you about how you would not have to walk into a car dealership anymore if you did not want to.
I don't see the car network of dealerships going away. They're going to have to retool themselves because I think it's too lucrative.
And you and I had this conversation, and I told you that they were going to do smaller car dealerships. They only needed to have a couple of vehicles there at the dealership. That was all they're going to need. They could go ahead and you could purchase one online. They will just order it and send it to you is what they were going to do. It was one of the concepts they were looking at. Instead of having a bunch of employees, a bunch of cars, they were looking to get away from that. And everybody said that idea wouldn't work. And I was like, look, this is a real idea. They're getting away from the whole hassle of buying cars and stuff. They're just looking at different concepts and different ideas. Very small dealerships with the same. And we talked about this in a couple different, over the last couple of years in different ideas. Everybody's had a different idea how to tackle this. We talked about them putting them in malls where you can actually go in and you do the virtual reality thing. Remember we talked about that where you could actually drive the different models with the virtual reality glasses on. They had that concept. So it is a little bit of a flashback. Okay.
Well, I forgot to tell you about this, but they can actually do that because they use virtual reality to even show the people when you're building a person a building. They design the inside of the building to show you what it could look like.
Oh, no. The virtuality thing already exists. It just keeps on getting better. They have where you put on glasses and you sit in a chair and you have a steering wheel in front of you. We talked about this already. And you can drive every single model that manufacturer makes. And it feels real. They have air shocks in the seat. We already talked about this. And it feels like you're actually driving the car. What I'm talking about is they're actually considering all these different ideas of how to make dealerships smaller without having to have so much staff and so many cars on hand. You basically can go and purchase a car, and then they'll just send the car to you. They'll just, instead of having them all sitting in a dealership, they could have them sitting in a warehouse instead. That way they don't have a whole bunch of staff and all that. It's a way to cut costs. So
I can see that it's ready to go from the marketing end. But what about the parts and service department?
okay, that's a little bit different. They're still, these are ideas. But everybody thought that was a crazy idea and it wouldn't work.
I mean, it would be ideal, if you ask me, to split that model of the seller and parts and service.
Well, here's
you just had a seller.
It would be like Tesla.
Well, everybody was what about to do about the test drive? And we talked about the virtuality side of things. Everybody's like, well, what? I wouldn't like that. Well, I got a gap for that. Twitter just announced that they're going to partner up with Mini, and you can order a test drive through Twitter. So instead of having to go to a dealership, you just get on Twitter and the car will come to you, to your home, and you'll go on a test drive from your home versus actually having to go to a dealership.
You mean the car will drive there?
Somebody will bring the car to you.
Yeah, it'd be a person.
Yes,
now.
that's
Yeah.
right. So you don't have to worry about stepping into a dealership. You, the privacy of your own home, you can go on your own test drive.
All right, so you take your test drive, and was that the person that's going to close you?
Who knows? But at that point in time, now you're not on their playing field. You're
Yeah.
on your own.
Yeah, because once you've had the test drive, the close is coming.
It
Put
is.
you into the car, and is he a qualified salesperson?
Well-
Are they going to do that right there, or how do they?
Who knows? But let's put it this way: I much rather be in control sitting in my living room than be sitting in a dealership.
Absolutely, no doubt about that.
So that's just one step further in the change in the idea of what people think a car dealership is.
You want to know what I'm waiting for?
What?
Even though this is way off topic.
Pizza?
Funny. So, you remember, it's a little bit of a flashback, but you remember when we were talking about the Apple shortcuts?
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for where OnStar links up with Apple, and you can tell Apple, hey, start vehicle. Or when you can set an alarm, and once your alarm goes off, it automatically starts your vehicle through OnStar.
What do you mean? Like if they're in the winter months to heat it up or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but you already have. You have auto start. I'm sure there's got to be something set up already. Somebody's already got to be working on something like that. So, if you're going to go to work at 7 o'clock, you leave the driveway at 7 o'clock, that you could set the car to start up 30 minutes before to warm the car up and thaw the windows out.
Yeah, it's like programming an alarm.
Well, most people like auto start. They just reach out. They just hit it from
button,
from the
the
front living room or
and-
something like
yeah.
that 30 minutes before they're ready to roll out.
Yeah.
But something would do it so you didn't forget. And
I always thought that was a neat idea anyway, that auto start.
I do it with the truck. if I
It's
don't have one.
heater seat season.
Yeah, I mean it's you got that frost and all that stuff on your windshield, and
I love driving this.
Well, see, when I start mine, it knows what season it is, and it automatically raises the heat up and stuff like that inside of it to thaw out the windows.
yeah, I just think that's neat. And with the auto start, really, do you really need anything else? I mean, do you need for it to be timed so you don't have to interact with it at all?
Well, now with the connection with Alexa in your car and stuff, you could probably just say, Alexa, start my car.
It'd be my luck, I would do it, and somebody come hop in the car and drive away.
or Siri's
Well,
gonna,
mine stays locked. so,
or Siri's
I mean,
going to
you
be
can-
like, hey, your car told me you were feeling sad today. Should I put on some sad music? No,
Well, that's the scary. I'm still waiting to see when that starts popping up. And if you guys don't know what he's referencing, where the car is actually to the point we talked about this a couple different times, where the car is recording what you talk about every day as you drive, 365 days a year. The car is recording conversations, so it can go back and reference things you've talked about. So if it knows you're having a bad day and stuff, it can actually interact with you and make you feel better. That technology is the scariest technology I've actually heard of, and that is coming.
Because
They're
that
still working on it.
requires AI.
Well, it is, but the AI is such a strong technology that they're working on very quickly. I just saw remember that computer they had, the robot, the female, the one that they had 2 years
and
ago.
it had a brain and could feel
Right,
emotion.
and it could feel emotion and carry. It keeps on getting smarter and smarter every year. So AI technology is a very, very strong thing. So
Yeah, wow.
it is.
You want to know what is scary?
What's that?
How fast the time is flying.
It is. And it's time for another commercial break. I tell you what, when we come back, I got some interesting news for you guys when it comes to laws being kind of reduced when it comes to self-driving cars. So, and I got a little bit more anonymous vehicle, self-driving cars that drive themselves news as well. I'll talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA. Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow and Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow and Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949. Residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow and Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow and Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow and Sons Incorporated. Are you ready for a change? Is this the year you go from just a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand fields with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC, commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial driving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available. Job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more, or call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI. Not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by SCHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Well, here's a pound of prevention from your Napa Auto Care Center. We'll customize a preventive maintenance package for your vehicle that will save you time, money, and hassles now and down the road. We'll ask, do you drive mainly in the city or on the highway? Plan to keep your vehicle? How long? And more. Preventive maintenance is a good thing that prevents bad things. Build yours at your Napa Auto Care Center today.
Hey guys, Dave Pillach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Do you currently have a repair shop you trust? Haven't found the time to go to a garage for all your automotive needs? Check out the all-star team at Napa BDGHRVA.com. That's Napa BDGHRVA.com. Let them show you what it's like to work with the professionals and make a friend along the way. Talk to you soon.
Wish you could get your car in the air? We've got you covered. Don't have the tools for the job? Not a problem. Dream of having a garage equipped with everything you need to get the job done from start to finish? Well, dreams come true. At American Do-It-Yourself Garage, you'll find our friendly staff just waiting to lend you a hand in a safe and friendly environment. If you're looking for a place where you can do it all, from cars, trucks, and even motorcycles, your Do-It-Yourself Garage awaits. Call 1-844-462-3494 today, or reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. You can do it. We know you can.
Hey guys, Dave Pillach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janef, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janef, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Pillach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110, and I'm your host, Dave Pillach. Hey, did you guys like that? That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was
that was the super radio voice.
that was real original.
Hey, so here's the thing.
The score on the field is.
We haven't talked in a while about autonomous, self-driving, cars that drive themselves.
I'm starting to lose track of all
cars
them
without
terms.
drivers. Yeah, well, that's because every time we turn around, there's a new one.
Yeah.
And every time we miss one, somebody corrects us.
Yep.
So
You said 8, but you didn't say the 9th
you
one.
didn't say the ninth one. So Tesla, who's been in the news up and down for weeks now,
Boy,
for all
have
kinds
they.
of reasons, they actually got a little bit of a reprieve. So it looks like, so they have a new nav system that they're installing in their cars, but there's something actually special about the nav system. So it's going to connect to their autopilot. Well, what's so special about that? Any guesses?
That's what makes it an auto-driving car, isn't it?
Well, as the nav system speaks and gives you directions, it talks to the autopilot system, and the autopilot system will just follow what the nav system is saying. So instead of the autopilot just taking you down the road and being able to switch a lane or avoid things, it'll actually now be able to follow what the nav system. So the nav system says take this exit. The autopilot system will take that exit and be able to follow the nav system.
Well, that's just for your benefit, so you know where it's going, maybe.
Yeah, but you won't have to do it.
Yeah.
It will do it for you. And if everything goes right, it'll get approved, and they'll actually be able to start running this. And so now you're truly having a self-driving car.
Yep. Whether they want it or not.
Well, here's the thing. So we talked about this, guys. And I know every time we discuss this, I get a lot of feedback, some good and some bad. And and my Tesla fans out there, and we have them because I've met them and I've talked with you guys out at the car shows and stuff, who are totally on board with a lot of stuff Tesla's doing. Tesla's not the only one doing it. We talked about this. There's a lot. Here's the thing. Tesla is always at the forefront, and they're always the one getting their hands slapped. Everybody else is doing the same thing. Okay? Whether you guys realize it or not, Tesla's not the only one. Tesla's just the only one that's really vocal about it, about everything they do. So when you're standing at the front of the line, you get the most notice. That's just how it works. We've talked about it. Chevy has a completely automated car that's ready to roll on the assembly line. And they've been waiting just to see how everything plays out before they put it out there for everybody. But the original plan was, as we talked before, the 2020 model to roll out. Chevy could do it right now if they wanted to. As a 2020 model, they could let that car be out on the road, no driver needed.
I figure the commercials I'm seeing for these types of cars are starting to increasing. That means it's around the corner more than we think.
Well, there is. So to give you an idea how much it is right around the corner and how everybody always thinks, oh, well, Tesla this, Tesla that. I hear so many negative things. I hear a lot of positive things too, but from the naysayers, I hear so many negative things when it comes to people talking about it. It's always Tesla this, Tesla that. Well, and I always have to remind them, Tesla's not the only one. I have this conversation over and over again every single week. Waymo, if you guys don't know who they are, they're out there building things as well. They have fully autonomous vehicles as well, and they just got the okay to run them around California, on California streets and highways and everything else. So that just happened this week. They got the okay to start running them fully autonomous. That means that there does not have to be a safety driver in the vehicle anymore.
Well, as soon as there's an accident, we'll be hearing about that one big time.
Well, here's the thing. So if you guys listen to the show regularly and you guys hear me talk about it, there's a lot of these programs that happen that you guys just don't hear about. We talked about the families that were given these autonomous vehicles. They had a safety driver in them, but they were, for a whole year program, they were given an autonomous vehicle without a driver behind the wheel. They had a safety driver there, but they were instructed not to intervene, and they had to give up their car. Remember we talked about this? So they had to give up their regular everyday vehicle, and they were given a autonomous vehicle, which drove them, their family, their kids to school, did every single thing you would normally do for a year. And they didn't advertise that, but they ran that program for a year. No one knew about it. And they were out on the streets.
I didn't know about it, and had I known, I would have signed up.
Right. But it was a program that was offered, and they did that. And everybody's like, oh, I had no idea that was going on. Well, of course you didn't, because if they would have advertised that to the masses, then
there would have been a rush.
Right.
Yep.
People would have been complaining. So all these tests are going on because they're trying to gather all this data and prove the fact that these systems can work if they're monitored and handled right, and we have the right technology and we make the right adjustments, that these cars can be out on the road and they can work and they can be ran safely. That's all they're trying to prove. I mean, I know technology is scary for a lot of people. A lot of people say they're not ready for all this, but at the same point, I think we are if it's done in the right fashion. Oh, Cameron's smiling. Go ahead.
It'd be cool. So the blue BMW guy would love this. If the police officer pulled up right behind you and it was like, do you want to run away or do you want to pull over? Yes or no?
Well, here's the thing. I think that we've talked about a lot of different technology. I think that once the cars become all automated, running from the police won't be an option, because I think that the police car will be able to interact with your car and just be able to shut your car down.
Yeah, take it over.
They're already going to interact with your radio.
It'll be well, yeah, we've already talked about that. So they'll be we talked about them making the audible sounds inside your car. When a police car comes behind your car, you'll be able to take over your radio and make audible sounds inside your car to let you know there's a police car, ambulance, fire engines, whatever coming up behind you. What's the difference of you being able to just take control of the car and shut the car down?
Yeah.
Same thing. I mean, if it's already being able to interact with your car on the sound level, why not just shut down the ignition? We also talked about them being able to move your car over. Remember the technology where if an ambulance came up behind you and you're in the way, that they could actually move your car with audible sounds, with your car would be able to move over to the emergency lane to get out of the way. What's the difference of a police car coming up behind you and you don't want to pull over? It does the same thing. It just moves you over.
That's true. And probably better.
It is. No more running.
Yep.
It's no difference.
No chases.
Right. When and they'll know exactly who owns the car. You know, you talk about the electronic license plates that they're doing in California. They're doing the test run on. That electronic license plate automatically is going to be giving off information instantly.
So even if they could run, they just wait a little while and go home and pick you up.
Right.
Because they got your info.
They know where you live. Well, they already know that now. I mean, even with the regular license plate, it just takes them a little while to type it in.
Sure.
But
the little scanner's got to read it.
Right, exactly. It's just a little longer process. But now if you just have technology where it just pops up on the screen without having to type anything, well, then there you go. Technology. It's a funny thing. It helps and it's a hindrance in a lot of ways too, I guess. But
each development of technology brings forth new things to be dealt with.
yeah, no, that's true. Look, you know me. I'm all for technology. I'm usually the one that's
I am
waving
too.
the flag of technology, if you could put it that way.
And I'm with you on that regard.
But some things, I'm also one of the ones that go, well, let's pump the brakes a little bit. So Cameron smiles because that's the term of the week. Pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes?
Pump the brakes. This is the term of the week. I had to throw that one in there just a little bit. And on that note, hey, that is the end of our show. Like I said, it is a great Saturday out there. We are sun's shining. Get out there, try to enjoy a car show. Take your kids out, spend some time with them. Sunday's right around the corner. You know how I feel about Sundays. Turn the TV off, spend some time with your kids. They'll love you for it. And we are out of here. Talk to you soon.